Like Mr. Byrne, I also go to a maths class, and once in my maths class I was given a sum written down in words like the sum which Mr. Byrne was given, only it was written out in like a sentence, and I started to write 9853 times, or whatever the two numbers were that I was given. I did this because I took the question literally, not because I was trying to be awkward or anything. Soon later the teacher saw what I was doing and explained to me how I should have done it. I thought this would be a great idea for making a film. However, the story is hugely exaggerated. The teacher I had wasn't a really bad teacher like the teacher in this is. I wanted to make the teacher a really bad teacher to make the story more funny and make the audience sympathise with Mr. Byrne more. I wanted to choose a location with a classroom type setting. I had thought about quite a few options. I thought of asking our local library, which had classrooms in it. I thought of maybe even using the church that we go to. But soon I came up with a better idea. I went to the Clwyd Special Riding Centre to do both vaulting and a course in horse care. That location had its own classroom, so I thought that was the best option. So we went there and we found out whether it was okay or not to use the classroom by asking the yard manager. And she was perfectly happy with us using it. So that's what we did. That became the location. I decided to use the students and helpers that went to the horse care course at the Clwyd Special Riding Centre. This was a course that I also went to. Most of the students who went to this course had some form of disability, just like I do. I have autism. I went and asked if they were willing to act in my film, and all of them were willing. So I brought in all the consent forms for all the actors who were participating in the film to fill in. I really wanted to find the right choice of actors for the two main characters of the film. I chose Stephen Hood to play Mr. Byrne, the man who did that sum in an awkward way, and Rocco DeParno to play the teacher. As you'll know if you've seen the film, they fitted the roles pretty well. Okay, now I'm going to show you an interview that I had with Rocco DeParno, the man who played the teacher. Unfortunately, I couldn't interview Mr. Byrne, Stephen Hood, because last I heard he was on his way to Hollywood. How did you feel when I asked you to take part in my film?
I was nervous at the beginning, but I got used to the idea.
Do you feel you did good in your role?
Not too bad. I could brush up on a few things.
Considering you didn't have much time, you did well.
Yeah, the time gap we had.
But have you watched it?
I have watched the film, it's brilliant.
Have you ever done any acting before, or was that your first time?
That was my first time, I've never done anything before.
Would you ever try acting again?
I think I would. I would try. I enjoyed it, to be honest.
Well, thank you for your spare time. Maybe I'll use you again if I want to do the film.
Thank you very much.
Once I found the right location for my film and the right cast, I started working on my script. I drew a storyboard and wrote a script telling all the actors what they're meant to be doing. I had some maths worksheets printed off. We managed to get quite a few calculators to use. I brought one, my life coach brought one, and my life coach's daughter brought quite a few too. I went to the horse care course as usual, and we started action. I decided I'd try to complete it all on that one day, despite it being the first day of practice. There were a lot of students there on that day, as it's not always like that. So we thought we should probably get it finished on that day. We had a lot of action takes though. Then we had a lunch break, which is when me and my life coach went back to get several things, like a shirt and tie for Rocco. Altogether, it took about 3 hours of production. The week after, I showed all the students the film, and they all really enjoyed it.
Do you know what this is?
I know what it is.